Okay, let's say we are tasked with solving a quadratic equation. Let's say we have something like x squared plus 7x is equal to negative 12. Now, that may seem really intimidating to start, but it's really not much different than what we've been doing before. So, our first thing we're going to do is get our equation equal to 0. So, step 1 is get your equation equal to 0. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Now, I have x squared plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Notice that these are not like terms, and so they cannot be combined. Once I have set my equation equal to 0, I see, oh look, I've got a quadratic equation here, and I think it might be factorable. So my next step that I'm going to do is factor it. Now, some of you may see the factors already. If you don't, we are looking for numbers. We know we're going to have x squared here. We know we're going to have 12 there. We're looking for numbers that multiply to make 12, but add to make 7. So maybe you're thinking 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we'll have 3x here, 4x there. These numbers add to make 7. Okay, so then we factor out our common factors, x and 3, x and 4. You can always check to make sure. X times x, x squared, x times 3, 3x. X times 4, 4x, and 4 times 3, 12. So it works. So then we say, we have x plus 3 times x plus 4. That's equivalent to x squared plus 7x plus 12. And so that also must be equal to 0. Well, look, now we have a product that equals 0. So we can set each factor equal to 0. X plus 3 is 0. X plus 4 is 0. And then solve. X equals negative 3 or negative 4. If you need to see that step, there it is. And so, x is negative 3 or negative 4. Now, if you don't believe me, you can always test your answer back into the original equation. So let's try plugging in negative 3. Remember, our original equation was x squared plus 7x equals negative 12. So if I plug in negative 3, it should work. Negative 3 squared plus 7 times negative 3 should equal negative 12. So negative 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 21. Hey, look, 9 minus 21 is negative 12. It checks out. The same thing will be true if we plug in negative 4. Negative 4 squared plus 7 times negative 4 should equal negative 12. Well, let's check it. Negative 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 28. It's true. It works. So, yes, negative 3 and negative 4 are the solutions to this equation. And it's helpful if you can think about it as a parabola. That can help. And so here are our steps to solving a quadratic equation. Make sure you write these down. The first step is to get your equation equal to 0. That's step 1. Step 2 is to factor. Sometimes step 1 is already done for you, so then you can just start by factoring. And sometimes even still, step 2 is done for you. So step 3, and we'll look up here, once you factor, right? Once you factor it, step 3 is to set each factor equal to 0. Write 2 equations. and then solve each equation. Bonus points if you check your work. By plugging your answers into the original equation. We'll go over some examples as a class. Make sure you write each of these steps down.